Hello there guys, today I'm going to be reviewing the Tekkit mod pack featured in the Tekkit launcher. So, well, let's get right into it. One of the first mods I'm going to show off with this is going to be Buildcraft. So as you can see, I have my nice little Yogscast house built. So, well, let's get to it. Alright, so first here, this is some of the things that come with Buildcraft. These here are pipes. They can pump things from chests into other inventories, basically. So on this bottom chest here, I have some coal that will be pumped into the bottom here. And at the top, I have some ores that we can pump in and smelt. So let's turn these things on. These here are redstone engines. They don't run off of anything special, just regular old redstone. And as you can see, it is pumping gold ore in from the top, and some ore and some coal in the bottom. However, I should probably take some of this coal out because it's going to overfill. Alright, in a few seconds you see a gold ingot pop out the side here. See, there we go. Nothing too fancy. This is only the beginning of what you can do with Buildcraft. I'll show you some more. Don't mind that stuff over there. I'll show you that later on. So we're just gonna walk over here. Probably end up cutting this out. I'm not sure. So if you see this now, I decided not to cut it out. Also, I should note along beside this, I have single player commands installed, just for simplicity reasons. Alright, so over here is a natural oil deposit that tends to land on desert tiles or out in the ocean. You can find giant geysers of oil, very cool, generally lots of oil, and a giant crater in the bottom. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to pump this oil from this reservoir, and as you'll note, it'll start to drain from the sides here, and then eventually just use up all the oil. The oil will be pumped through here. Don't mind those lamps, I'll show you those later. It'll be pumped through here into my storage tanks. As you can see, I already have some stored up already. I'm going to need some more though. And this here is a quarry. This will start digging out massive holes into your game, which is very awesome if you need large amounts of resources. So we'll just finish pumping up this oil and we'll kill the pump. For these here are steam engines. They run off of coal. If they pump too long, it will overheat and blow up. So you don't want that happening. So you want to turn it off when you're done. Alright. So now we got the oil pumping into our tanks. Going along. And here we'll turn on these regular old redstone engines, I think these might be stone. I think they might be coal engines. Can't tell from here. Let's find it. Yeah, those are redstone engines. Alright, let's turn those on. Alright, so we got our oil flowing on. Down into this area. And here we have combustion engines. I've already pumped some oil in here to save some time. So we're going to turn those on. And as you see over there, it is starting to build almost like a red tape-off line. So that way nothing can... So that basically just blocks it off so that the quarry doesn't go outside those markers. Something kind of glitched out with this black and white tape thing, but it's still building along the side as you can see here. So this here is going to take way too long, so as you noticed, I've set up some more over there, so let's go over there and check them out. Alright, so over here, I just have some colored wire. That is in a completely different mod. I'll show you that later on. Very cool mod. So here I have multiple quarries set up. The pipe into this chest here. This is an alchemy chest from Equipment Exchange. I'll show you those later. Also very cool. So I'm just going to turn them on, and as you can see, these arms along here will start breaking away at the blocks. And being pumped up from along here and down into there. This nice little thing will just convert everything, all my crap, to some more useful stuff. So that way, you know, don't have a bunch of crap lying around. So yeah, these things will go down to bedrock or until it hits lava. So, you know, pretty decent, I would imagine so. So yeah. Next thing I'll show you is the refineries. You can refine your oil into gas, so that way it is more efficient in your engines. So we'll go over to here where I built my oil pipeline. Those lamps again, I'll show you that later in a different mod, a very awesome mod. So yeah, here we go. This here was a giant oil geyser that reached right to the top here, and I'll show you how far they can go down. It's pretty crazy. Oops, don't want to die. So yeah, so this is just the idea. Now keep in mind this is a really big one, but you know, it's still pretty big. The other ones, they're fair size too, so you'll be lucky if you find one. You can just go back up to the top there. So here, I just have a little pumping station, same thing as before. And, you know, just some fancy lights to make it look cool. I've already pumped some oil down here, just for the interest of time, because it is really slowly. It pumps really slow, not very good. And also, keep in mind, you do need the waterproof pipes in order to pump oil and gasoline and stuff like that. Okay, so here I have oil pumping into these gas engines. These here are a special kind of pipe. When engines pump into these pipes, it produces Buildcraft power. I'll show you what that looks like here. So here, it's what it looks like. And it'll pump into this thing here. This thing is a refinery. Oil goes into one side, it fills up this front side, and pumps up gasoline right here. So here, I'll show you. Turn on this, you know, bring some more oil out. I'm going to turn that on here so it starts pumping the gasoline into this tank. I don't have much, but, you know, it's a start. Alright, turn those off here. And I'm going to cut off the video here momentarily so that I can get some more of the Buildcraft thing set up. Alright, be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. I've set up a few pipe demonstrations here just to show you kind of what each one of them does. Here we have a miner, which is basically the same thing as quarry, except it only digs out one little block. So we'll turn that on here, get some blocks flowing into this chest. Got some dirt. So these here are wooden pipes. They allow you to take things out of an inventory, whether it be a chest, furnace, or whatnot. So let me change it today. And these redstone engines are good for pulling those out. So we're going to start pulling out some items. I'll pull them out one at a time, so it's kind of slow. There is some other alternatives to it. I'll show you that in a minute, or in another video, because that's part of another mod. And so what these here are gold pipes. They turn, once you turn them on with a redstone signal, you'll see that they change color, and they make the blocks go a lot faster, as you can see here. So, you see it zipping along. And I set that pipe the wrong way. So, there you go. You just saw as an example. That there is an iron pipe. So what the iron pipe does is it blocks off the way, so that way no blocks can get through. One sec, just gotta find a wrench. There it is. Wrenches allow you to orientate it a different way. So there we go. It should now allow the blocks to come out through that way. Oh, I gotta delete that one. Alright. Blocks should start flying through there at a relatively fast pace. There we go. See? These here are diamond pipes. It lets you, well, filter it. So all the cobblestone is going into one chest, and then all the good stuff will go into another chest, and then all this stuff, and then all the other stuff will go into a different chest. It's very nice. And then I'll show you one more thing here. This here is the obsidian pipe. Say if you have a bunch of crap on the ground, if you have a bunch of crap, or say you want to make a trash can, just chuck it at it, and it'll automatically pick it up. It doesn't have too great of a distance, but it'll work. See, some stuff is flowing the wrong way, but do it. That's par for the course. And then as you can see, the iron will just go through here. It should be heading through the green slot. We'll show you in a sec once it gets there. Sorry, it is really slow, but that's the thing with Buildcraft pipes. Gotta get used to it. And see, the cobble goes one way, iron goes the other way. Plain and simple. Alright, guys. So that ends this part, and we'll go on to the other part. See you in there. Okay, guys. So the next thing I wanted to show you was this thing here. It is called a template drawing table. So what you do is you stick a blank template in, and what you gotta do first is you gotta use these Buildcraft markers. Place them along here on the walls and whatnot, right? And it'll give you a little space you can build in, however big you want it to be. So you build something out of whatever you feel like. Doesn't have to be anything particular. So I just use dirt and a little bit of water just to make a nice little fountain. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna take one of these blank templates. You're gonna stick it in there, and as you can see, there's a little progress bar. We'll just keep going through. Wait for a second. And all right, so there we go. We now have a template. Now what you do with these templates is, one sec, just gonna grab some blocks. There we go. So we're gonna stick one of these down. We're gonna need some Buildcraft power. So we're just using a steam engine. And in here, what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your building resources. So for me, I'm gonna need a water source block, I do believe, and do it. Let's make it out of brick. So we're gonna put that in there, and we're gonna apply some power. Okay, so that's not enough power, so let me get another steam engine going. Not what I wanted. It's the crappy thing about having so many mods. Redstone. What do I do? Alright. Stick another one of these. So that could be enough power. Either that template didn't build right. Hope so. Hang on, guys. I'll be back when I get this working. Okay, guys. So I couldn't figure it out. It's just not working. But normally, what you do is you'd stick your template in there after you've traced it out with that machine over there, and then it would just rebuild it without whatever materials you decide to use in here. Sorry that it didn't decide to work. I'll work on trying to get it to work. And I'm not sure what this is, but maybe I'll figure it out in a second here. Yeah, not quite sure. I'll do a video on it later once I figure out how to use it. But I think that's about all there is for Buildcraft here. I don't have the new Buildcraft update because this is Tekkit. So yeah, I think that's about it. Got lots of oil pumping into here. Should probably turn that off. See how these engines are red hot. Pretty soon they'll start flashing and then they'll explode, which isn't good. But yeah, I'm just gonna turn that off. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call an end to this. Thank you for watching, and